Hey guys, it's Justin here with Walking on J-Run. Today we're out at the Westchester Trail. This trail is approximately, half mile from my house. And just to the short walk from my house to here, collected all that on trails. That is not acceptable. It's bullshit. That's what it is. If you take something in with you, food, bottles, whatever, into the trail, take it out. These are all these animals that live in here, and this is their habitat. Don't come in here. We've already destroyed enough shit as humans. These animals don't deserve for you to be trashing their shit. So if you come in hiking, take whatever you brought in with you, you take it out. But, alright, enough of my rant about people trashing these beautiful places. As I was saying though, this is Westchester Trail. This leads from kind of over by my house, which would be considered the hilltop area of Duluth. This trail can take you all the way over to College of St. Scholastica, onto Skyline Parkway. Like 99% of our trails in Duluth connect with each other. So you can literally take trails, for the most part, all the way from one end of town to the other, north, south, east, west. There's trails. So this one's kind of a really cool one because you're actually literally basically centralized in town. But this one and Hartley, which Hartley connects over here several miles away, but you can get to Hartley from here. Like if you really wanted to, you could take trails all the way from Lester Park in the far east end all the way to Jay Cook State Park in Fond du Lac, which is not even in Duluth. So then there's trails that go all the way from down at the lake to well past Hermantown, and other just endless amounts of trails you can take that just kind of intersect, zigzag. And this is more of what I'm talking about. People disrespecting this place. You bring trash in here, you take it out. And the sad part is I already know the majority of this is college kids being assholes doing this shit. Because they're lazy and don't give two fucks. The majority of this new generation feels disappointing in my eyes. But yeah. Hi. Lab?
Yeah.
I used to train them. Oh, you're okay. No, you're okay. Hi. I'll let you be. Nice lab though. And if some of you didn't know, I used to actually do a little bit of training with dogs. Much rather spend time with dogs than people. But this trail in here is kind of neat because you're actually tucked in this big valley that's surrounded by suburban homes and duplex systems and all sorts of stuff, but you're in the middle of town in this valley where you have all this cool rock features, tons of different tree species, and then as you get down into the valley, you'll get more into this wet marsh, which we're going to cut down there in a little bit, because that middle section down in the bottom floor of the valley is actually probably the coolest spot in here, because you go through these pine thickets and it's just kind of a beautiful, neat spot. And although some of these people come in here and make a mess of this place, the majority of us are locals that come into this trail. We're not tolerating that. It's just the locals, when they come in here, respect this place. Oh, so you can see with our recent nice rainfall and now 60-degree weather, our plants are starting to really, the colors are popping, much more vibrant. The trees are starting to bud. Even these wild rose plants have started to bud. But I mean, look at how just absolutely vibrant in the sunlight. The colors of the greens. And as you come over here, there's these really cool, like, red hair growing out of it. Just kind of really neat. And this valley and trail in here, there's more garbage. Gosh, people. Big, huge paper birch bark tree. Gorgeous birch tree. But, getting sidetracked. You guys will notice I get into these artsy-fartsy moments where I kind of just get distracted very easily. And if I'm not filming, I'll literally be taking hundreds of photos every time I go on a hike. Just cool, neat things that intrigue me. Like there's a burrow. Probably our gray squirrel or chipmunk. Might even be some sort of weasel or pine marten, but I doubt it. That hole is really small. All right. So you can take this way, which kind of takes you this nice, easy, casual way over to what would be over by Chester Bowl and St. Celestia, or you can take this one. That one will take you back towards downtown. This one brings us down into the valley by the marsh, which is where we're going. This valley always has tons of birds in it, deer, endless amounts of squirrels and chipmunks. I would recommend if you come in here during the springtime, wear boots. I made the mistake of thinking that the last 2 weeks close enough to home that when the hike's over, I can get my feet dried out and get some good socks on and stuff. But this trail is always kind of cool. Literally, you get down here inside the actual. Because up on these trails, you're kind of more towards like right where the houses and stuff. Down here, you get to come down into the valley and get away from that. So I much rather prefer this. It's an absolutely gorgeous day though. 63 degrees right now with about a 12 degree gust of winds and 6 degrees of steady wind. So it's perfect. New spring growth is really popping through, showing. Doesn't take it long to push through the foliage. I don't know if you guys can see I can see him underneath. He's got actually a few layers of them. And then he's got strings going all around. But it's kind of neat. He'll wait for something to trigger and come onto this main area. Come out, quickly inject his venom, and then wait for that to take effect and come eat his food. There are parts of Minnesota with brown recluse, so that is a spider you don't want to get bit by. We also have wolf spiders. They're kind of like our version of a tarantula. The bite hurts like hell. It might even make you sick for a little bit, but other than that, the wolf spider won't do anything. The recluse, though, their venom is able to basically deteriorate your flesh, so it's not good. But as you guys can see now, as you get into the bottom of the floor here, and it still will go down even more, because obviously it's heading towards the lake. But it is nothing but water under all this. Which is why I really should have worn my boots. Because I'm looking up here, and that's where we have to go. It's all water. That's gonna suck. Okay, so now we have to here. Slowly. These morels are very, very huge. We'll see how that goes. Alright, let's get it over with. Yep. Yeah, we're not. I feel like kind of needed stuff. This maybe. Hoping not. It's weird. I'm trying to semi-stay on the trail system more because this definitely took too. So I don't know for sure, but I don't know. That's too bad. You see it's still kind of alive, but you see it's fully taped over. That stays wet enough to keep that really out. It's still clean. I don't want that really cool. See when I was a thief. That is wonderful. Those Subway. One of the tribes here in Minnesota. He was telling me about the country they used to eat all sorts of things, including ceremonial. So that's piece to the seal. Hanging over the door. Fun. Go backstairs. And there's another tradition. Now, here's one of the things you get a little about coming down the hill. So these trails get used far, far less. For obvious reason, it looks like I'm probably actually one of the few people that have come through here so far this year. And because of that, it is very hard to see where the trails are. Ooh, little red squirrel. Little red squirrel. He's right back there. Yeah, right back there. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? So there's all sorts of... You'll get red squirrels, gray squirrels, ground squirrels, chipmunks, all sorts of birds, raccoons, skunks, deers, all... Basically, you can run into any of them out here. Especially down in this valley for some reason, it's like an oasis down here for the animals. Oh, that's really cool too. Some of these trees are literally like growing completely arced. And I'm not sure what these are. For these, I always see them and ferns are some of our fastest growing things here in the springtime. Not sure what it is, but they're starting to pop up everywhere. All the little baby pine trees everywhere. That is a big old pine. Sorry guys, cut off the video there on accident. Big massive oak. Yeah, still a bunch of old acorns in here. There's actually a lot of oak in this valley. This is why we have so many different squirrel and chipmunk species in here. Okay, I kind of see where it is now. That might be a game trail though. That's another thing too, is a lot of these could look like a trail and they might just be a game trail. But luckily I kind of know where everything is down here. Got a deer coming through here recently. These are very fresh. I might have even spooked him on the way in here. Here's another massive pine in here. Well over 100 feet. 100, 110. We definitely get much larger ones than that though. Especially as you go up north more. In the old growth up north. Still a stunning area though. You guys gotta remember, this is all inside the middle of Duluth. Alright, we found the trail. Okay. We're gonna still take the lower valley one. I don't want to get up on the ridge yet. To put into perspective how close we are to downtown, that is the helicopter flying to the hospital right down there. But yet, we're in the middle of the woods in the center of Duluth. There's places like this everywhere in Duluth, so highly recommend if you guys ever get a chance to get out and do some hiking in Duluth. There's a freaking owl in here. Yeah, there's an owl in here. He just spooked the hell out of all the birds. I don't know if you guys heard that. I've never heard. We do also have small species of owl too. I actually have one that lives in the FPA. It's so low. So hardest birds to find. Oh, it's fast that there's some. So his size is pretty long. I think it's size. See? Here, this is all this food source for small animal. That owl can easily take you up there and small owl. They are so fast. They're really nice and so much groups. Massive. A lot of fun out there. That's one of the biggest owl species we have here. Other ones are big, small, typical wild. That one's big. But now you can see we're kind of coming up this granite cliffs and up into this giant oak field. Now, probably 80% of these trees in here are oak as you get up here. And this will actually kind of take you right into the back of the College of St. Scholastica. That was absolutely amazing. I'm so happy. Oh, that just made my whole hike. There's certain animals when I'm on a hike, if I see them, the rest of my day is just golden. That being one of them. Wolves, moose, and bear. Anytime I come run into them, see them, it just makes the day so much better. I would say eagles, but unfortunately, I see them all the time. We have lots of them here in Minnesota. See them all the time in the mountains when I go out to the mountains. So I probably wouldn't count them as one of the ones. For people who live in the city, I would fully understand that if you don't get to see them on a daily basis. But I usually see 1 or 2 eagles a day. Alright guys, so yeah, right through the woods here, there's those buildings in the far back. My house is like 2 blocks from there. You come across through this valley, and come up here, into the oak hammocks, and you are on the back of College of St. Scholastica's property. You can hike on it. There's no restrictions. You can hike on it. Just be respectful. But when you come out here, you'll see things like this, where these are actual old cabins of the sisters that were here at the college. And then here at the shrine, I'll show you guys that in a second here. The shrine, if I remember right, is that down? That might be... Can't remember. I'm trying to think. Because there's the overlook for... we'll just go this way anyways. But yeah, there's a shrine out here. Some of the old cabin foundation and stuff. If you keep going straight through there, if I were to zoom in, you can actually see the roof of the college right now. But that'll bring you down, and you can go through the college's actual cemetery where all the sisters and faculty were buried back in the day. Here's more of the foundation though. Even back there, there's more. So they used to have their cabins and stuff here. They were back in the woods. There probably obviously wasn't as many oaks back in that time period, but after 90 to almost 100 years, I would imagine that once the college was built and they kind of moved everyone over there, the forest took this stuff back rather quickly. But I'll come up here to the viewpoint of the valley and then we'll finish the video there. I really hope you guys enjoyed the hike and get a chance to get out and enjoy nature today. Find something to be grateful for. And if you can, do at least one thing kind today. But the key to that act of kindness is to do it without wanting praise in return. Just do it. Otherwise, it's not genuine. All right. So as you guys can see, some people might not think of Minnesota as having mountainous terrain, and you'd be correct if you were in southern Minnesota. But the good majority of northern Minnesota has terrain like this with lakes and rivers and stuff everywhere. But, I mean, the valley floor goes 200 feet down to the bottom just here. It's probably 350, 400 feet just all the way from the bottom on that side going up. And then you can see down to Those apartment complexes are mainly for the college kids that go to St. Scholastica or the University of Minnesota Duluth, UMD. And if you go behind those, there's a road. My house is right over there. And it's just, we have access to stuff this close to us everywhere, which makes it absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, the buds are really coming on in these. But I think we're going to close it out here, guys. Love you guys and hope you all have a wonderful day.